Recently, I attended a Tony Robbins virtual event for 4 days straight, 12 hours a day, wondering all along if it was a good investment. Let me start off by saying that Tony Robbins is a fantastic storyteller and showman who will get into your mind, body, soul, and spirit before you can even notice. Not that he is in any way intentionally brainwashing you or trying to invade your life like a parasite, taking what he needs and leaving you high and dry. Because I do believe when he started out on his journey, he had a mission with absolutely the best of intentions to make himself a success and to also make a difference in people's lives. But what I noticed that unfortunately people don't often seem to realize is there is never a quick fix for anything in your life. And to create true, lasting, and meaningful change, it takes clarity of mind, discipline, and repeated, focused effort on a daily and consistent basis. And with that, let me tell you why I believe self-help books, seminars, coachings, and paying others for personal development and self-help is an absolute method for madness. First of all, it seems like an oxymoron to title and define something as self-help or personal development when actually you have already created and cultivated a belief that self-help means needing and reaching out in almost a quiet and shameful desperation to others. Seems kind of backwards, doesn't it? Now hear me out and don't confuse reading a bunch of books or watching TED Talks or YouTube videos to better yourself so you can grow, excel, and expand is in any way related to the self-help industry. I'm saying that when you start on your journey of deciding that you want to go after something bigger than yourself, naturally you will need to learn as much as you can to make those new states of being a reality. But what you need to understand is that self-help is designed for you to keep coming back over and over again like a doctor who treats the symptoms but doesn't heal the disease on the other end. So instead of buying self-help books, seminars, or coachings, what you can start to do to change your mindset is to be aware and realize, redefine, and reframe that all change comes from a deep desire, hunger, and need, like a seed that wants to become a magnificent and marvelous redwood tree. And to begin this kind of transformation, gaining ground and knowledge is the foundation that will close the gap between who you are now and who you want to be. Which means instead of self-help rabbit holes or personal development loops that lead you in doing the same things over and over again, expecting different results, which isn't that the definition of madness? True change and transformation comes from the realization that to get to another point in time that is bigger and beyond your current state of life, you must cultivate a belief that it stems from self-instruction and self-education, leading to the promised land of being self-resilient and having the gift of self-sufficiency. When I started my YouTube channel about a year ago, I started to read all the books that I could about how to create a successful YouTube channel, which, believe me, takes a lot more than just wearing a hipster beanie, glasses, and some cool and casual printed button-downs or flannels. And instead of falling into the traps of all the people out there telling me to pay for this or that because they were in my shoes at one point or time, I thankfully didn't fall for those scripted lines and empty promises and instead knew that all I had to do was start doing my best to learn as much as I could, while also experimenting like a mad scientist, testing different hypotheses as I tried to come up with the formula for success. And for all of those out there who want you to believe you need something other than your own ability to seek and find the information you need, coming from a hunger, passion, desire, and need to create the life or business you dream, know that it comes from both a deep excavation and also from a very simple realization that you have all the resources you need inside of you, and that the space between what you don't know and what you need to know, and from where you are now and from where you want to be, simply means creating and cultivating a new, unforeseen, and different environment around you comes from self-instruction and self-education, so you can become the redwood tree you were always meant to be. So take it from me, because along my journey, I deeply weighed my options repeatedly and second-guessed my ability many times, while deciding between paying others out there who do their best to sometimes manipulate and say they have shortcuts to your success, and that they want the road you are traveling down to be easier for you than it was for them. Just be careful, because although I believe, like Tony Robbins, many people out there saying they can help you often do have very good intentions. But regardless of what you decide for yourself, I hope at the very least you remember not my words, but my heartfelt and sincere sentiment, which is for you to trust in yourself and your ability to seek out what you need to be able to have the things you most desire and need, knowing that a redwood tree already exists inside of you. And once you commit yourself with a definite decision, purpose, and mission to this new towering vision, please keep this in your mind, body, soul, and spirit, that it will always come to those who know that self-education leading to self-sufficiency will be the shoots and roots that will allow you to take your seed of possibility and turn it into a magnificent and absolute and beautiful certainty. Thank you so much for your time today. Again, my name is Brett Kemp, and if you enjoyed this content, then please join me on this journey and share it with others around you that you feel could gain something from my poetry with purpose. And also please remember this. Here inside the space between, we believe that empathy, equality, and inclusion is the only way for us to move forward in our human evolution and come together and help one another, and realize that we're actually all sisters and brothers, and that the space between you and me and what you seek to be is actually just invisible energy connecting everyone and everything you see. Peace and love.